to this website. It gives lovegracefoods.com, and I could get a week of cold pressed juice for like hundreds of dollars. I'm like, nope.
I know.
Decline.
It's like you could have 7 days of cold pressed juice for $120.
No,
what?
Nothing else. Just go on this crazy cleanse and want to kill people.
Yeah, right.
For $100. Have you done that?
No, I've had it because it was on sale. Like,
Okay.
it was like going bad or whatever, so King Super's half price. I was like, I'll try it, and it was so strong. Whoa, it was strong. I did the wrong flavor.
What
I did like a cucumber lemon or something, and it was
yeah.
it was just way too much cucumber and lemon.
Oh, cucumber's kind of subtle.
But I feel like it was only 2 or 3 like veg, so it was just like all of them were way too overpowering for.
Add them to your
the
smoothie.
drink. I should have, yeah. It was. I mean, it was good. It was refreshing, but it was strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you do farm fresh eggs?
Of course.
I knew it.
Oh, yes.
I knew she would
Eggs
say,
are
of course.
disgusting if they're not organic or farm fresh.
Please explain.
What do you, an egg? I mean,
don't
that's
know.
genetically modified food you're eating if it's not organic or farm fresh. Like 90% of the food that you are ingesting, if you're buying it at the grocery store, is genetically modified if it is not organic or fresh fruits and vegetables.
How do you genetically modify an egg?
I mean, the chickens are genetically modified, and then they force them to, make as many eggs as possible. I mean, it's all, none of it's natural. The food that they're feeding them, the chickens are usually on tubes or, like they're not chickens. They don't look like chickens at all.
Oh, they just have the insides of a chicken?
Kind of like they just, you just gotta watch the documentaries on Netflix, and it'll tell you everything you need to know about chicken and eggs and corn and anything else that...
Do you buy the egg whites in a carton?
No.
But
I don't eat very many eggs that much. I just kind of, lately...
How do you do protein? Peanut butter?
Peanut butter, yeah. Meat, I love meat. Like red meat.
I love steak.
Yeah, steak. Oh,
Steve will be out of town.
So good.
Almost every Friday, Steve's out of town, and I don't have plans. I go to King Soopers, I buy a steak, and that's what's for dinner. Because he's not a steak fan.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's surprising.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I was surprised, too. I was like, what?
Yeah.
You're a long-haired country guy, and you don't like steak. No, he's a chicken fish guy.
Okay.
Well, now we know.
So chicken, I don't like chicken just at all now. Even organic, I just don't like it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think it's mostly the documentaries. I don't know, really.
We have chicken thighs cooking up
Well,
there.
they smell delicious.
That's all the garlic.
Yeah, I know. It's so hard. Because I do like chicken. It's just the way it's prepared. And yeah. I'm picky with my food after the documentaries I've watched on Netflix.
No, I feel like you could educate me and our listeners.
Yeah. Yeah, well...
I didn't know it'd be this intense, though.
I'm really passionate about it.
I'm excited about it. Keep it going.
And then people are like, you're so skinny. And I'm like, well, you know what?
I
have a lot of reasons, or just anyway. Let's move on.
Farmers market, we know you love those.
Yes, they're so
Do you have
fun.
a good farmers market where you're living now?
I'm right by Cherry Creek Mall, so they have a farmers market.
Yeah,
They have that
we
big
drove
one.
by that.
That's a good one.
Saturdays only?
Yes.
That's
and
huge.
then City Park had one. I don't know if they still have it this year, but they did last year, and it was my favorite one. This cat's so cool.
Rain. He is the podcat. Coconut water. Are you a coconut water fan?
Yes, I do like coconut water.
I bought a coconut. It's in our refrigerator. I'm so excited. Steve and I are going to puncture it, drink it together.
There you
and
go.
Take a picture. So be prepared. Okay, I can't get rid of social media because I plan stuff like that. When I buy a coconut,
You gotta take a picture.
This is going to be a hell of a vlog picture. Quinoa, I've been eating regularly, and I really like it.
Quinoa's so good. I have so many good quinoa recipes.
I did that earlier. It's all good. So what is your favorite quinoa recipe?
I do like a quinoa patty with like feta and dill and just some breadcrumbs, some eggs, put it all together. It's a patty with some little yogurt sauce. Or you can substitute the rice in your stuffed peppers with quinoa, and that's delicious.
See, I've been replacing
very
rice.
healthy.
We're rice people, but someone told me there's no nutritional value in rice.
Not as much as not anywhere. Quinoa is the way to go.
We've
Absolutely.
been eating a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of good ways to eat it.
I used to do like a chicken and macaroni and cheese thing. I replaced the macaroni with quinoa. It was still very good.
Yeah.
I love cheese. Health conscious cocktails. I know you're not a huge drinker, but I saw this picture of Kate Hudson, and she was at a bar with a friend, and it was an all-organic carrot, apple, ginger, and gin concoction from the Shack Bar.
I wouldn't want gin in there. I just wouldn't want that. I mean, everything else sounds good, but as soon as...
I've started drinking gin a little bit. I think it's an old person thing.
No, I mean, I like gin, but not in...
Girl.
I just don't think it could go in that. I don't know. I just got to have my alcohol separate from...
Yeah. But that does sound pretty
So it's
healthy.
like a pressed? Is it like a...
It's an all-organic carrot.
So it's a juice. It would be like a juice.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know.
With a little bit of gin.
Yeah, see? I don't know the carrot and gin thing.
Yeah, carrot and apple thing bothered me.
I think the whole carrot in a drink always
juice.
bothers me.
I tried that once.
Carrots are delicious, but not as liquid.
No. All right, so Amy Schumer, have you been following her?
She's funny.
She's blowing up.
She's a funny girl.
Her movie is approaching, and I'm going to play the acceptance speech at the Glamour Awards that happened a few days ago right now. Okay, now. She's a funny lady. She has her movie Trainwreck coming up July 17th, and I have slowly been editing my interview with her that I had, but I just want it to be perfect, and it takes forever for perfection.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Steve, just do it while I'm at work. It hasn't happened yet. So, yeah, Trainwreck, the movie. Now, things every indecisive person wants to know. I am a very indecisive person. Ask my friends. Hey, let's meet for dinner. Sounds great. What date? What time? We got that. The day comes. Where you want to eat? I don't care. I'm not. I like food. That's seriously my thing. Are you like that?
I'm very indecisive from the worst.
Have people gotten frustrated with, like, boyfriends, husbands?
My husband hates it. My mom, everybody. I mean, it's just a...
I think Steve's gotten used to it. He's like, we're going to go do this. Awesome.
I wish people just would. I try to, like, sit down and explain it to them, and they won't.
You get to choose whatever you want.
Yeah, like, this is so exciting for you.
Don't make me think. So this is why we are indecisive people. It can be frustrating. So we would prefer to go with the flow. I'm all about the social environment. Like, spending time with my friends, spending time with my boyfriend. I don't care where I'm at.
Yeah.
As long as it's not cold. I don't like being cold. Don't take me to an ice rink. Why?
I don't know. I think that if I have an opinion or if I have something I want to do, I will definitely share it immediately.
Yes.
But besides that, I don't care. I'm totally the go with the flow kind of person. And yeah, I like food, so anything sounds delicious. And if something doesn't, then I'll be like, that doesn't. But everything, like I'll say...
Menus are very diverse.
Yeah, exactly. So really anything sounds great. If I have an opinion, I will say it. But besides that, I'm so go with the flow. And I think it drives my husband crazy. It drives him crazy. And I've told him so many times, I'm like, you have the best work. Like, I don't watch television. So I don't ever have the remote. I don't ever bitch about where we're going to eat or have an opinion about what we're going to watch or eat. Like, those are just two things I don't care about. Because in my world, they don't freaking matter to me. I mean, not really.
So what do you care about? Like, what do you, like, be like, yes, this is what we have to do?
Like, as food? Or, like, no just in general.
Like, things you have to do.
Go to church on Tuesdays. Like, that's, like, my thing that that if we don't do it, it's, like, yeah, it upsets me. That's my one thing that...
There you go.
And he knows that. I'm like, I don't ask much, but church on Tuesdays is, like, that's my thing. That's one thing.
I'm sure you've trained
there's
by
things
now.
I'm passionate on. Yeah, definitely. But there's things I just don't... Like, I make way too many decisions in a day to have to decide what to eat or where to go and what time. Like, tell me and I will be there.
So that was one thing I had to adjust with Steve. He's kind of like... If I didn't plan dinner at home, we would just eat cereal.
Yeah.
It'd be like 8 o'clock at night. Nothing's thawed. Okay, let's have Cocoa Puffs. So I have to plan that.
Yeah.
But like when it comes to meals, I'm like, so he has a big radar when it comes to new restaurants and restaurants we haven't tried. And so I'm like, write that stuff in your phone. So as soon as I'm like, hey, let's go out to eat, bam.
There's a list or something you can choose
So
from.
that's how I've trained him.
There you go.
He has a list.
Yeah, I don't know. I think, I don't know. I can't train Josh because he's always like, I'm going to make the wrong decision. And I'm like, no, you're really not. I'll tell you if it's wrong, but I'm sure it's fine.
What was the last time you made the wrong decision?
Right? I have no idea. I think it was, actually, I know exactly when it was. Because we walked in there and I sat down and I was like, hey, it's way too nice of a day to be in here. Don't you want to go down the street and maybe sit outside? And he's like, yeah, let's do it. And, so it's like not like a bad thing. Yes. I'm just like, I knew immediately that it was way too nice to be indoors. So we went up the street and had something outdoors.
I was thinking that today.
That's like the only, but it's not like a problem. It's just like an opinion. No, it was like this is really dark and we just came from like the most beautiful, like Denver. Yeah. So I'm very easygoing.
That's how I am.
Very easygoing.
I was thinking on the way home today because it's a beautiful, warm day. I love warmth. It was like 80 degrees and I was like, this is
love
heaven.
it. I know. I just thought it just...
I drove by the pool and I'm like, well, I have podcasts tonight and then Steve wants to go to a movie tomorrow night. Why would I go sit in a dark movie theater when it's 80 degrees outside and beautiful? But that's the two different minds. He loves movies. I love the sunshine.
Yeah, well, there's so many cool outdoor movies too that you can catch in the summers. So
we haven't done that. We need to do that.
Yeah,
and there's a drive-in.
There's
coming.
Red Rocks.
Yes.
Yeah, drive-in. I mean, there's so many different. Yeah, this is far for you, but Infinity Field, that was a neighborhood that we're in. Mm-hmm. They have a movie once a week, a family movie outdoors.
Do you guys go?
No, we've never gone.
Tara, by the next time you come here.
Yeah, right. Make some time for myself here.
So this article says that we're people pleasers. I could say I'm a people pleaser because I don't want to make the waves.
Yeah.
And I don't. Are you an oldest?
No.
Are you middle? Baby?
So
you
I
have a sibling.
Yes, I do. Well, it's very confusing. So I was the youngest until my dad remarried, which was pretty young in my life. So, and then I had two younger sisters. So then I became a middle. So for like 13 years, I was younger, and then I became a middle.
Gotcha.
Like 13, 14.
See, I'm an older, and maybe, I don't know. I don't know what makes me a people pleaser. I've tried to analyze that, and I'm like, you would think being an oldest, I'd be more self-centered.
No, I don't know.
And my brother would be the people pleaser. Because he
he's
always
younger?
did what I told him to.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think your environment makes it, maybe. Yeah. It might just be who you are.
It might be the environment, but maybe not that.
Yeah.
I just always attribute that.
I don't know what makes me a people pleaser.
This also says that we might identify as high sensitive.
Yeah.
Highly sensitive people have an acute ability to recognize subtleties and details which could make decisions more challenging. So I tend to pick up, and sometimes I'm totally off, but I'll pick up people's annoyances and I'll be like, oh, what? How can I make you happy? Mm-hmm. I am so chill. Like, we can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm way off base. Do you ever do that?
So I am a highly sensitive person.
You are?
I am, yes, I am. I've actually read a lot about highly sensitive people.
Really?
And the Enneagram, which I talked about at one time, that has kind of
so how do you
led
deal
me
with
to that.
So
I was just born when I was younger, I could just feel all my environments very well. So like I can just feel people's energies, and I don't know how to explain it, but it makes me very sensitive and very in tuned. I don't think that has anything to do with my decision making, but I do think that it has. I mean, I just know that that's who I am as a person.
But do you think you take what you feel into account when making decisions?
Absolutely, but not on something when it's like food. Gotcha. If it's like what we're going to eat, no. But if it's like something...
making plans with others.
Yeah. Yes, I will put everything into account. Like, I'm very just...
What kind of energy do I got?
You have good energy.
Okay, good.
You're funny. No, it's almost down to like it's very strange. It's a very strange thing that I always knew that I guess I didn't know that I had it, but I was very. It's just we could have a long conversation about this. I could just pick up other people's energies, and I would almost start being that energy all of a sudden, and I didn't know why that would happen to me. And then so when I finally realized that it was because I was
A sponge.
able to control. I was able to feel people's energies. I can to a point where I can feel it in my body. I can feel it in my heart. I can feel it in my goosebumps. I can feel it in my hair standing up in my neck. I can feel everything. And 9 times out of 10, I am always right on that characteristic of almost pinpointing the exact thing that's upsetting them. And I don't even know the person half the time when I walk into the room. So it's like a very and it's a very thing where I didn't know what I was doing, so I didn't know who I was, and my energy levels were all over the freaking place, because if I was in a room, I would pick up 10 people's energies instead of just being there in my own. And so I'd have to, I went to therapy and just kind of able to just be like, you're only in control of your own therapy or of your own energy, and that you can't be. So it's like, So I take everything into account when I make it.